Right, good evening everyone, welcome back to FTRL and thank you for joining us for the season finale of Division 1 Season 8, the Brazilian Grand Prix. Joining me in the box tonight is the ever-present FTRL Panini. Evening mate.
Afternoon. Oh, I should probably end the stream with a better catchphrase than I know, but you know.
Well, it's what we've come to know and love. Right, so season finale. Been a bit of a whirlwind season, hasn't it? This one.
It has been. It seems strange for it to come to an end so soon. The racing's just getting up there now. I mean, Plexit has forced it down to the wire for this title decider.
Yeah, well, he's still got a tough task ahead of him. I mean, Dutch has turned up. That's not good news for Plexit. Dutch.
I mean, we did enjoy him in the booth last week.
Yeah, we did. I'm sure Plexit would have been hoping he was back here with us, but hey ho. So Dutch only needs 1 point tonight. Should Plexit fail to get pole position with a 21-point lead.
I mean, we also can't forget that the battle for relegation is fairly intense at the moment.
Yeah, very tight. Like I said earlier, a handful of drivers can go down. Some have already been confirmed this evening as they haven't been able to attend the race. So Super Jules Pills is down. JB is in serious threat as he's not here. He's currently sitting just outside the relegation places on 14 points. But behind him on 13 you've got Raver's Revenge and Aaron, who are in with a pretty good shout of jumping him with only 15 cars on the grid.
I mean, you've got to think that both Ravers and Aaron can make it to the points tonight with a slightly less full grid than we used to. I mean, points are definitely there tonight.
Yeah, and then we've got poor old Lennon, who's only had one finish this season on 0 points. He needs a bit of a miracle. He needs minimum a podium.
Yeah, and he currently reckons he's got alcohol poisoning, so he's doing quite well today. So.
Yeah, the deck is stacked.
I've just seen that Tim 12 and Zach was at the exact same lap time in second and third. Tyres. Oxox looking quick straight out the box. 3/10 quicker than Team 12 and Zach. I don't think we've seen the best of Oxox this season.
No, he's shown glimpses of what we know he can do, but yeah, like you say, it's not happened often enough. He's either not had the luck or I don't know, it's just not happened for him this season.
We've seen a lot of guys qualify on the supers already. I mean, personally, I struggle making the supers last long enough to do a one stop. So, either hinting at some different weather or everybody in this division is better than me, which either's possible. I just remembered I haven't opened the stream yet, so I can't see any comments, so I shall go and do that.
Well, Aaron's retired.
Oh! Is Aaron on track? Or
Oh yeah, he's on track. Going into the corner leading onto the start-finish straight.
Donut.
Well, Plexit goes P2. He's going to need to find a bit more.
Yeah, as you said earlier, Plexus needs pole position to make this championship go into the race. We've already got the hashtag Team Ravers going in the chat. I mean, if I'm not trending after tonight, I don't know what will be. Agent Panda wondering if people sat on the super is going to be a wet race. I mean, I say it's either that or everybody's pretty good at saving tyres, which I'm not good at, so I'm no use in that statement. Aaron claiming that he's become Matt Cause, so he must have just bottled it himself, which... It means his race could be difficult. I mean, you're going to guess that Kawandi, Tress and Lennon are going to set a time better than a 9.2 on a medium tyre.
Well, Lennon's on track on the super soft tyre. Just starting his flying lap.
It's him 12 from the start of the season, he's come back with a vengeance. Getting pole position lap times again. Has he been the rest of the season?
Well, he has missed a few races this season. But yeah, he's got back into the swing of it, it seems.
That man with the most pole positions last season's finally decided to turn up, and it's nice to see him back. But we do have a Mr. Onto the Podium in the chat, saying that we should relegate Aaron just from that crash, clearly not up to the Div1 standard. I mean, it's hard to disagree, but... Sorry, Aaron.
Well, Lennon put in a solid time there. He's out-qualified Dutch for the time being.
Press is on track. I'm going to guess Kawani's just going to go for one blast in the session at this rate if he's not come out yet. We've got Chicken Dude actually in the chat while he's doing qualifying saying Team Ravers, so even some of the Div1 boys want Ravers to stay up. You've got fans across the league in every single direction.
Well, I'm wondering if Chicken Guy's affiliation with Ravers comes from the fact they both got promoted from Div 2 last season. Maybe they're just banding together.
It might be through Chicken Dude's sort of... let's just say they have some banter going between himself and Aaron at the moment. Just put it that way.
Was it something I saw earlier to do with a chicken's chin?
It could do, yes. I won't repeat it on stream just yet. Maybe a bit later. Hammer 44 claiming pole will be a 106.8. I mean, if so, they'll gain 3 tenths. But there is some quick boys in here, so you never know. Oh, Agent Panda with a bold call. It's going to be a wet race.
Plexits with a 7-1.
Oh, it's coming down. I know in practice I struggle to get out of the 110s, so I mean that shows my pace. All looking good for tomorrow.
Well, Tim 12 showed his hand early, so find out if he can improve. I think he's just coming to the end of his outlap.
A Dutch coming to the line on another lap. If it was 6th, with a 7.4. That's the thing with Brazil, it's a very short lap, so the gaps between everybody should in theory be very close. Well, I'm going to guess, since the lap that Remco did a 7.4, he did it on minimal fuel because it appears he didn't have any fuel left. I've seen Ravers do a 107 in practice. I'm going to guess there's still more come from Ravers when he set that time on the medium there.
Brandon Man Glover goes P4 with a 107.3.
Well, come on, that. He's turned up to win the second half of the season. It's... If he carries his pace into next season, you'll definitely be looking for top 5, 6 in the championship. If he can keep it going. Kawandi's finally come out the pits. On the soft tyre. I think Ravers is currently waving to his fan club rather than getting out on track. And then you've got to appease the fans. So.
He's a man of the people.
Even though he is a self-proclaimed lord of gaming, so... Agent Funny in the chat, who will be joining us monkeys in Div 2? Oh. Oh. Michael C saying that Aaron will. And so is Guy. But it's nice to see that everybody's behind Aaron there. Agent Panda doesn't want Aaron to join us in Div 2, so...
I've seen a couple of people that have been saying they don't want Aaron in Div 2.
I mean, I don't want him in Div 2, but it would be nice to beat him, so... We've got Chris and Kawandi on track, and then not everybody else is tucked away nicely in the pit boxes.
Staying out of the Brazilian sunshine. I mean, obviously the title's decided. Wait, it's not decided, but is it going to be as close as 2008 with Lewis Hamilton and Timo Glock on track? I don't know. What do you think we're going to be screaming, is that Dutch at the end of the race?
Could happen.
Right, well, with 2.5 minutes of qualifying to go, Plexit currently sits where he needs to be.
So Andy is out-qualified Aaron, so Aaron will be starting dead last in this race. So he's made it hard. Ravers is the only guy going out onto the soft tyre, which is a bold strategy. Onto the podium, the chat. Aaron messaged me a few days ago saying he was going to sandbag tonight so he can win the Div2 championship next season. I mean, to be able to sandbag, first you've got to have pace. I mean... I'm going to get slaughtered tomorrow, I know I am.
I don't think it'll wait till tomorrow.
Oh, Aaron immediately, with no way I'm going down without a fight. So, just don't pretend that your name's Matt Cause and you'll be fine. See what Ravers can do on this lap. On the soft tyre. I mean, it's looked clean so far. Well, clean is good, but is it fast? That's what we're about to find out. On the final straight. Wait, it says straight, but keen for it. And Ravers stays 30. I can't imagine he's going to be happy with that. And Cole Wendy's retired from the session, so there's our back row sorted for the race. Ox, we're 106.9. What complex to do?
107 flat. So
Dutch is our champion.
Dutch is champion.
Wow. Now that you're champion, Dutch, do you want to come back to the commentary box? I mean, you don't need to race.
I mean, that is by the finest of margins.
Yeah.
3/100ths of a second.
Oh, I think Dutch has run out of fuel. And Bran is going slowly as well, so...
That's everyone then.
That's everyone done. And a handful of relegation battlers, 12th, 13th and 15th. Oh, this is going to get feisty. Yes, Mr. Connor. We do 2 points for pole position, and Pletchets needed both of those points in order to keep the championship going for the race. So Dutch is now champion. Just waiting for Joe Burns to rest retire in the pits, because he's slow at everything else he does, so why not be slow at that as well? Ox is quite happy in the actual Div1 chart, saying this is his first ever pole, so...
Yep, and Dutch also in the chat knows what that means. So yeah, Ox or Chinese Senna takes his first pole position. Plexit's P2 denied the championship, but like I said, by 3/100ths of a second. His teammate lines up P3 along with T1000 Zach, Remco and Bran on row 3. Back-to-back champion Dutch Tricks lines up in 7th with Chicken Guy in 8th. That lap from Ox, I mean, who was it in the chat that said that pole was going to be, what was it, a 106.8? Weren't far away from it.
Hammer 44, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's looking somewhat more overcast than quali.
It is indeed. Those are the sort of conditions I like, so...
Now, is this going to add some spice to the relegation fight?
Well, now the title's over, we can sort of concentrate more on relegation, so... I mean, I'm pleased I've got you sat next to me to do the actual stats and numbers, because I'm crap at doing maths, so...
Yeah, don't expect too much in the way of live maths.
Oh, Agent Panda's calling from rain from lap 3. Oh. Oh, Ratchets is without a turn 1 on the formation, right?
He's lucky I wasn't looking at that.
Oh, I've just seen an interesting claim from one of our new Div2 drivers from next season. Oh,
I've got that!
The Ferrari Ravers!
I've got that!
Oh, Ravers. You don't want to be doing that in front of your fan club.
Now, you said he refers himself as a self-proclaimed elite level gamer.
I did indeed. I don't know how to defend that.
He looks more to me like an elite level noob.
Well, what I was going to say is one of our new Div2 drivers for the next season, Hattori Donzo, has claimed there's going to be snow from lap 5.
I mean, maybe that's what caught Ravers out, I don't know.
Yeah, he got a snowflake through the visor, that's what it was. That's what we're claiming here. Well, I mean, I don't know how the guys around where Ravers is are going to be able to start this race through laughing, but...
I was going to say, they've probably got tears streaming down their face after seeing that. I know half the comments have.
Hashtag what's Ravers doing? I think all of us want to know that, I mean.
Right, well, for the final time in Season 8, we've got 5 red lights. And round 12 is underway. Looks like a decent start from Plexit. Draws alongside Ox, they're side by side through 1. Plexit has his nose in front. And he's got the lead on the charge down to turn 4.
Well, I've been watching down the back. Both Ferraris made a bad start, and then Ravers clattered in the back of Joe Burns, so Ravers has front wing damage.
T1000 Zach's got in front of Tim 12. Dutch is moving up through the field as well. He's up to P5 from 7th.
So, tyre strategy. All of the top 10 started on the supers, obviously. Lennon started on the soft, and Aaron, Andy, Ravers, and Joe all started on the medium tyre.
Yeah, well, Aaron's found himself up 3 positions off the start.
Ranged over to Chicken, but Chicken got a better run up the back straight.
Yeah, two Ferraris have dropped like stones there. 14th and 15th, 2 seconds adrift of Co-Andy already.
This front wing damage is going to hurt Ravers massively whilst sat on the medium tyre. Because if he was hoping to take this tyre long, he's going to have to take his wing damage long as well, and that's going to be true. Lennon is looking racy at the moment. He's trying to go around. Oh, he's trying to go up the inside of Bran because Bran was off track fighting Academies.
That's a bit of a battle pack there.
It is indeed. I mean, if you're Aaron now, what do you do? I mean, you've got this height in front, and you're on the harder tyre.
Be patient, I think would be the order of the day for Aaron here.
I mean, if my maths is right, Aaron needs 8 tyres in today's race to avoid relegation.
Oh, we've lost Ox.
He's sideways in the middle of the track.
Yeah. They're 3 wide on the way down to turn 1. That's the 2 Red Bulls and Bran.
Rivers in pit lane. And then everyone else had a car.
Yep, Chicken Guy trying to come back at Bran. Aaron's up the inside of Cress. No, Chicken Guy, sorry. Got me Red Bulls confused.
Cat's held on. I mean, I know Len, and we messaged earlier that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. But, I mean, don't fight so hard that you crash yourself off. I mean, we don't want that happening. Just...
For the love of God, do not curse him again.
Well, Plexit has got a 1.4 second lead at the moment. It's in 12, puts it inside of Zach. Oh, I think some desync has occurred, or was it a touch? I wasn't...
Well, I think it was desync. Zach's just eased off to let Tim 12 back through, but in the process he's let Remco and Dutch go as well.
So now there is a battle pack for second place. Oh, Cat spun, and Lennon is also spun.
Oh, and Brad's been given 5 seconds for colliding with Catamies.
Oh gosh.
And we've got a full safety car.
This
now,
is going to help Ravers.
It's going to help Ravers out, yeah.
I'm going to guess, it looks like Lennon's got no front wing. Does Bran have front wing? Bran has a lot of front wing damage on that left hand side. So I'm going to guess that Lennon will have to come in. He's got no front wing at all.
I imagine Bran will be in with that much damage.
According to Div1 admin who does the tables, Aaron is currently safe in 8th place. I mean, there's a long way to go.
Yep, so Bran's in, Cress is in, the Red Bulls are stacking.
Well, I think anybody pitting now is still going to have to pit again. But unless they're magical with tyres.
So Lennon's gone on to a set of mediums. Like you say, they probably won't get him to the end on this race, but he can go a fair way.
So Ravers has jumped Lennon and Co-Andy. So Ravers is not out of this fight just yet. Aaron currently lies in 6th place, behind our usual front running group. And Joe Burns, who I like to make a mockery of because he's quite slow at the moment, is up in 7th, so I'm being forced to eat my own words.
Yeah, I mean, when you consider, what, 10 minutes ago he was 14th.
Last.
Well, he wasn't quite last, Ravers was propping him up, but... yeah, he's had a touch of good fortune.
Adrian Pander's asking why the top 5 didn't fit. I'm going to guess that either rain is coming, but because people put the mediums on it, it's looking unlikely. But this won't fall into their range for a pit stop just yet. I think they're going to go to lap 12, 13 to put the mediums on to go at the end.
I was going to say they're probably not in their window.
However, Michael C, who can do unhuman-like things on tyres but isn't necessarily the quickest when he's doing it, says if you're conservative, the mediums can go all the way to the end.
Of course, what the safety car's doing is it's allowing them to conserve a bit of tyre wear, save some fuel, recharge their batteries.
Yeah, everyone in the field's got a full battery. So from this restart, you're going to expect the top 5 to pull away from Aaron and Joe just because of the tyre difference. I mean, they're going to be dying these tyres, but this should still be quicker than the medium you benefit.
I was going to say, you'd imagine there'll be a decent amount of grip left in them at this point. Although they have done a flying lap or two. Right, safety cars in this lap. Plexits will back the pack up.
Some Brandy. Oh, I've just seen some front wing. I'm not sure who it was, but I definitely saw front wing at the back of the track.
We're back underway. Dutch has almost had a run on Plexits.
Burns had a terrible restart and it was 3 wide between himself, Brand and Cress. Chicken guy is missing a hell of a lot of that front wing.
Yep.
That's allowing the Ravers inside of Cress. I'm looking back for Ravers also some of the pit stop on this race. Ran up the inside of Aaron.
And the tyre difference that on those two Ferraris, Ravers just closed up to the back of Joe Burns massively in that one corner. Oh, there's a Red Bull up the inside. Yep.
I think Cress backed out of that to let him go again. In the process, let's go Andy and Lennon through. Chicken dude is in pit lane. I'm getting 5 seconds stop to go for speeding in pit lane. So, not looking good for the Rebel at the moment. Graham's going on the outside. Joe. I can guess there's some team strategy going on there.
Yeah, Joe lets him go. Just the totally different tyre strategies at the moment, so sensible option.
Joe's running D. But Lennon, ooh, can he take advantage? He's trying. Make it stick around the outside.
Yeah, those fresher mediums may be helping out.
Official update from the points table calculator in this division, which is Honda. Rivers needs 1 point to stay up with Captain Ty Evans, and Aaron needs 4 points to stay up.
Well, Ravers trying to make a move on Aaron outside of turn 1. and I think Aaron probably backed out of that. He didn't put up too much of a fight.
So what position is 4 points? Is that 8th?
8th, where Aaron is now.
Ooh.
Joe Burns and Lennon still going at it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Kawandi's
sideways Haas.
Kawandi tried to go up the inside, flip that inside curb, spat him at the inside wall. So third retirement in 9 laps. When the retirement is doing the boys are trying to get points for promotion, for avoid the relegation fight, and make it a little bit easier.
I mean, Brown up in P6 at the moment is doing a cracking job. He's still on the back of Zach and Tim 12, who will be on dying super softs. He's not in a bad position, Bran.
He isn't. I mean, he does owe us another pit stop yet when he got up a soft tyre. Where he figures out the back end of this race is going to be interesting if he goes on another set of softs after this. And everyone else follows the mediums. Which one to pull him into this race? I've just seen Captain pop up in voice chat, so obviously he's not left yet, so I don't know if he's feeding info to someone or he's watching this battle intently to see if he does get relegated. Allowed Aaron to pull away a little bit, but do something happening now. Which tricks? The championship winner, the FTRL.
Ran up the inside of Zach. He's been lining him up for a few corners now and he's got the job done.
Yeah, you can race it, man. Ryan. I've done so. See if that suffices for Panda. I've just got on board with Tim 12, and he's very sideways. Look at that slow right-hander in the middle section. I wonder if these super soft tyres.
I think Zach's struggling a bit because Raves is close right up to the back of him now. I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised to see Zach pit now.
Yeah, as I was Tim 12. I wouldn't guess these two are going to go on the medium tyre. Ooh, Aaron's picked up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Yeah, Tim and Zach both onto the medium tyre. Where's Dutch going to play out on all of this? And he's in front of him on the road, picks up the time penalty. And it's about 2 seconds down the road from Tim. City Point Wrestling is cat relegated. If the positions would stay as they are now, then yes. However, both Ravers and Aaron still owe us at least one pit stop. So. Well, the pure 1 lap mediums are definitely better than fresh mediums at the pit lane. I've just got on board with Tim and he's struggling. No tyre warmth at the moment, and Dutch pulled a 1.5 seconds on him this lap. Remco has just pitted from 2nd place, I think.
Yep, Plexits has carried on.
I mean, Plexit's had the gap, so you might as well take the hit now and lose a bit of that gap to have fresher tyres at the end.
Yeah, well, the gap back to Brand seems to be pretty stable at the moment. Sort of hanging around that 4.2 to 4.4 second gap.
I'm just going to ball with Lennon going on that long left-hander before the last corner, and his car didn't look very stable at all through there. Plexit has entered pit lane. And he was on the mediums. Where did he come out in regards to Dutch?
Well, Cressy making Joe Burns go defensive put him sort of off the ideal line, if you like, and his line through the centre S wasn't ideal.
Well, Dutch is within 4/10 of Plexit's now, and Plexit is on fresh medium, so he might struggle with some tyre temperature. Good defensive from Dutch. Dutch thinking about a move, obviously not gonna try it when it's not applicable at the moment. So Rivers is on lap 12 on his super tyres now. I mean, Plexit's managed 13 laps on the tyres he qualified on.
Dutch up the inside of Plexit. Plexit holds it.
Dutch has got very little ERS left. He's going on the outside of Plexit. Can he hold it? Runs wide. That's just gets him back. In the meantime, Crest did get past Robin. And Lennon is slowly closing in on Aaron. But his tyres are 4 laps fresher. Rivers is carrying on. I want to guess he's trying to hold out so he can go back on the soft tyre. Into over fastest lap on a medium by.
Well, it looks like it's starting to brighten up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bother drawing. I see a little bit of blue sky now and again. So. Lennon is very close to getting the DRS off of Aaron now. But he is looking skittish through that long left-hander. I fear for Lennon at the moment. I don't want him to lose the back end of that car on warm tyres. But he has got in the DRS of Aaron.
Rovers pits.
Rivers on the medium. Where does Rivers go? It's when he gets behind that. Ah, so Rivers has come up the pits on the medium tyres that he started the race on. got Panda supporting his banana brother in the chat, so I mean, hopefully we can see Panda racing again very soon. His PlayStation's currently attempting to be fixed. So.
Yeah, we're both grateful for Panda's support.
Yeah. Looks like Texas has ridden that wave of Dutch pressure and has now pulled a second on Dutch.
Yeah, he set a fastest lap of the race on the previous lap, so that's going to have helped him out.
But we might well see, as soon as we're done here tomorrow, I'm getting ready for Australia. So we're obviously looking forward to the new season coming soon on FTRL. I mean, there is a video on our channel that shows our new calendar for the next season coming up, so if you want to go check that out after you've watched this, please do. Just a little plug there.
Not in the slightest bit shameless.
Chicken dude picked up a 3-second penalty. Agent Panda, Ravers have got some work to do. Hashtag Team Ravers. Currently sitting on 11. I mean, he's got the pace to pull someone out the bag, but he needs to show it now. Pressure is on Ravers' revenge. Bran is still going on these softs for 14 laps. Lennon is attempting to get past Aaron. Still.
Yeah, he closes up sort of end and beginning of the lap, and then it's through this middle sector he seems to just fall away.
Joe Burns was only a second and a half behind Cress after that move earlier on, so he's holding his own, Joe Burns, for once, so it's nice to see. Tim 12's caught up to the back of Remco after he set fastest lap before Blexit did, so
It's closer this time round, you know. We'll go for this.
he's going inside of Aaron. Obviously knows that Aaron is fairly keen on a switchback, so he held that inside line as best he could.
Yeah, I think everyone knows Aaron's love for a switchback, so everyone parks it on the inside of a corner.
Joe Burns is in pit lane and he's going to drop to the back of the pack by a long way by the looks of this. His chicken dude is already passing, he's just coming to the pit exit line, he's still got a long travel down pit lane. It's unfortunate for Joy, he was showing pace earlier on, but obviously he's 8 seconds behind, but he's on the soft tyre. Team 12 got past Remco. Team 12 is now trying to chase down Dutch.
So, just looking at it, Bran, after he pits, he's going to come out around Ravers.
We've got the F1 guy in the chat saying Dutch have a good one from an old teammate. So, it's nice to see our current crop of drivers getting support from everywhere, anywhere at the moment, so it's nice to see.
Well, Dutch is being reeled in at a rate of knots here.
Yeah. I said Tim's getting half a second down the second DRS straight. It would appear Lennon has got the pace of Aaron at the moment because Aaron's fallen a second behind in this middle sector. Dropping out to 7/10 as I say that, but still.
Yeah, he's dropped half a second to Bran on this lap. So, Brand's still got a bit of life in that tyre yet.
So still now. I mean, if he goes much further, he'll be able to take the supers. Again. Aaron's pitted. I want to guess he's going out the soft.
I'm going to guess he's going to come out behind Chicken Guy.
Panda in the chat, Aaron's going to have a lot of work to do after the pit stop. He is indeed. Your burn sets fastest lap. Currently got on board with Aaron while he come down pit lane and showed me his pit crew thanking themselves for a good job, so come up right behind Chicken Dude.
When I said he'd come out behind him, I wasn't expecting him to be that close.
Now if I remember right, Panda said Aaron needs 8th place in this race.
I think that
10 seconds behind that.
think that was to do with Katamis being relegated, wasn't it?
Yeah. Brian is still going. There's an 18 lap on the tyre, so I'm going to guess he's trying to hold out so he can go on the supers at the end. Tim is looking highly aggressive on the back of Dutch. Goes to the outside. It is difficult to go around there, but you've got Remco on the back of these two as well. Aaron has managed to get past Chicken Dude. So Aaron needs to push now and push like hell.
See, whenever I hear somebody say push like hell, I just hear Fernando Alonso's old race engineer, Andrea Stella.
Tim 12 on the inside of Dutch to the centre S.
Oh, bit of contact.
Bit more contact. Now, if that were me, I'd lift back out and give that place back to Dutch. But obviously, Tim 12 doesn't feel like doing that. So.
I mean, Dutch probably won't contest it being champion and everything, but he's coming back.
Oh. Does Dutch go for a move in the braking zone? He's trying, but he can't get alongside. So Tim 12 has made up one place. I've got Agent Panda in the chat saying he doesn't like all this maths. Believe me, neither do I. So, trying to keep on the top of it best we can, but...
Right, Brand finally pits.
So I would think it's supers to the end from here. If he hasn't a set of supers to go on, that is. He does. So Bran is out on the super soft tyre. And he comes out well in front of Aaron, I'm going to guess.
Yep, Aaron's just coming through the turn 3 now. There he is in the background.
Dutch has got back past Tim. Complexity's got past Chris and is now chasing down Lennon to get his race lead back. And from the Div1 admin himself, Angry Panda, or FTRL Panda, as it stands, Aaron is relegated. Aaron needs 2 places, so Lennon is in pit lane. It's all going to stem from what's happening with Cress, I think.
Well, could Aaron be about to gain a position here?
You would think so, however Lennon has got on a super soft tyre, so Lennon is going to be quick. So again, from that 2008 race, Lennon is going to be like Vettel in this situation. So
Tim's all over Dutch like a rash.
ooh, side by side. No, side by. Still side by side. I'm not going to say that again like I did last week.
Yeah, I wanted to reach down the headset and just give you a bash, see if I could skip it off of the bit you were stuck on.
But they have been side by side for the entire
Oh, and I think
second.
Remco just lost a bit of his front wing. He went into the back of Dutch.
Dutch has got a hell of a lot of a hell of a lot of straight line speed.
Well,
I mean, he had DRS.
I mean, he had that much, it almost looked like Tim lifted off.
Zach is in this battle. I didn't see it, but he's going on inside of Remco.
And he's going for it.
There's a hell of a lot of wonders here from Force India, so I think he might be right with a damage call.
Tim and Dutch go for it again.
So, I think FTRL Panda has been watching this race better than I have, because Aaron and Lennon both have a 3-second penalty each. And Bran has pulled 3 seconds on Aaron. On those super soft tyres. So you would think Lennon is going to be doing the same to Aaron in the next couple of laps.
Look who's creeping up to the back of this battle.
Mr. Raven's Revenge. Tim and Dutch are side by side for turn 1 again. Come on, boys. Very nice. Lennon with the fastest lap. Dutch going on the outside of Tim. Oh, they lean on each other. And now Zach doesn't know where to go because the track's filled with 2 cars. Dutch down inside. Dutch makes it stick. And Rivers has turned up. He is here.
I mean, I really hope this doesn't end in tears because it's been such a hard fought battle. Several laps now, lap after lap.
Aaron is looking ragged. I've just seen him have 2 wheels on the grass, and Lennon is within a second.
Yeah, I think the Lennon meringue is going to devour the banana in front of him.
Bran is catching that 5-car shred in front of him very quickly. He just said fastest lap. I don't know how this race is going to end.
Oh!
I can't call it.
Lennon hit Aaron.
Oh, play nice, boys. Did Aaron get another penalty now?
He did.
Lennon's up the inside of Aaron. Aaron go for it. Customary switch back, but can't pull it off. However, he's quicker than Lennon on the exit. Oh. I think Lennon's got it. Just to know, I'm going to guess Aaron's going to try and work with Lennon to try and close down that 5-second gap for the guy in front. Because Rivers is well and truly in this battle now, and Bran is 1 second away. I hope tomorrow's race isn't this tight. I really can't take it for another day. I mean, is Crest going to try and take these mediums to the end of the race? He's in 25 laps on them. And with all his backline behind him, I don't see the guys behind catching him anytime soon.
So if he does get those to the end, it would have been a stellar job from him.
I think if he gets those tyres to the end, it could be the final nail in Aaron's coffin in Div 1. Ravers up inside of Remco. Oh, late on the brake.
There's some front wing on missing.
Contact.
That's a wounded force Cinder, and Brand's there. He smelt the blood.
Blue Phoenix is back in the chat again. Nice to see you, buddy. I think he turned up the last 6 or 7 streams we've done, so there he is. Duke just got half a second on Crest this lap. Brand up inside of Remco. Can't see Remco fighting him too hard with a little bit of front wing damage and 2 compounds harder tyres. Lennon has gained 2 seconds on Remco as our last lap and pulled a second on Aaron. And Tim is still trying to get past Dutch.
Yeah, I think he's had a lap or 2 of cool down. He's re-engaged.
I mean, with Dutch confirmed champion, he could have just driven around at the back and had a little parade, but no, he's done a fight and drive this race, and it's nice to see. But the yellow flag sector 2. What's happening? Nothing? Can't see anything. Brian is trying to go up inside the Ravers. I guess he's done it at turn 1. Brian is the man on those tyres at the moment. Can he catch the 3 guys in front? Who have taken another half a second out of Crest, but at this rate they're not catching him quick enough. There's only 4 laps to go. Oh, what's going to happen? I really don't know. I mean, I know Chicken Dude is currently 12th, but he's currently done 24 laps on a set of softs. I was wondering if Brown could catch the guys in front. He's already caught the guys in front. He is a man on a mission. However, getting past one of usually 3 of the guys that will always be the top 3 is going to be a bit more difficult, I think. However, Zach's run deep into turn 1. Compromises line on the exit of turn 2. Brand's going to try and get up the inside. He's trying it.
He's doing it.
Zach. Brand is into P5. Hashtag Team Ravers is coming back in the chat. I believe all he needs is 10th place from this race. He's currently in 7th. Lennon is within 1 second of Remco now. I mean, Lennon needs 3rd place in this race, which I can't see happening, unfortunately. However, Bran is now on the back of Tim 12.
Yeah, Tim looked a bit slidey going into, I'll call it the final corner.
I think Tim 12 is on the limit on fuel. His fuel limit, like, he's popping up and on, and he hasn't had the best run through turn 2. I mean, Bran is a long way back to try and make it into turn 3, but he's closing. Go for it. Brian is currently P4. He's mad on a mission today. What did he have for breakfast?
Said he's porridge.
Lennon has overtaken Remco.
Now,
and Aaron is 4/10 back.
I don't know what Brand's penalty situation is, but I'm pretty sure Dutch has got 3 seconds at least. Brand might not even have to overtake Dutch to get on the podium.
Aaron has just overtaken Remco and is 7/10 behind Lennon. Aaron needs 8th place and he's 6/10 from it.
And he's got 2 laps to get himself into the safety zones, shall we call it.
Bran is on the back of Dutch. Bran is up the inside of Dutch. Bran is in P3 and closing down P2.
He can see P2 just going through the S's.
There's a 2-second gap and Cress is on 30 lap old mediums. Aaron is 4/10 behind Lennon. Oh, this is going to be tight. I was going to say, what happens if Cress gets a puncture and he's driving slowly down the back straight and Aaron just comes through? I wouldn't be able to take it.
Maybe that's the Glock moment.
Well, Bran has caught a second this lap. However, Plexus is about to start the final lap.
Cress might get some DRS off of his teammate here. Those crafty
Indeed,
Red Bulls.
Yellow flag in sector 3. No, it's chipping back up. Aaron's dropped back, now he's down to a second behind Lennon. Lennon picks up another time penalty. I think that makes them even. I think. Don't know. Bran is within 6/10, but has very little ERS left. However, it might not matter. However, this battle for 4th place has still got 4 drivers in it.
There he goes. Bran into P2.
On my screen, he's got a puncture on the front right tyre.
Yes, he has.
However, if it was a rear one, he'd be struggling more. Does he have a puncture on the back?
He was very slidey.
I think he's going to make it to the end, but Dutch is trying to go around his outside, and he can't turn left. Oh, Dutch is in the wall. Oh!
Well, Dutch did make the line.
According... Oh, Remco's got Aaron. Aaron is going to be relegated. Aaron's finished 11th. Nil points.
Wow.
So Plexits has come through to win the race. And Bran, who I must say is my driver of the day, I don't care what anybody says, finished, is that P3 because Cress got 1 penalties?
Yep. But yeah, that was a stunning last 3 or 4 laps from Bran.
1 penalty from Bran cost him 2nd place. Oh my gosh. I don't know who to invite after all that.
Well, you need to invite Plexits, Cress, Bran and Dutch.
Right.
You need to get Aaron in.
Exit.
As league owner, he'll want to have a few words, I would imagine.
Especially after his relegation. Right, that's Aaron and Dutch. I'll have to find Plexits and Brown. Cool, well, that's all 4 invited, so we have 2 here. Our race winner and, unfortunately, Aaron.
Top boys.
Alright, Blackjets. Got Bran here. I'll invite Chris, see if he's coming. Just waiting on Chris and Dutch. Chris is here. I want to guess Dutch will join us in time. Yeah, I've already invited Dutch, Aaron, so it's fine. Here he is. Right, so everybody's here, so if you want to start off, so...
Well, where do you want to start?
I'm going to guess we should interview our podium goers first and then figure it out from there.
Alright, well, Plexits, you pretty much done all you could. You were 300ths off of pole and you did get the race win, but it wasn't enough, was it? I mean, it was always going to be tough, being that Dutch only needed 1 point. So
Yeah.
it was a valiant effort, mate. No one can fault you. You've been brilliant all season long.
Yeah, thank you, man. It was a shame that I didn't get pole. Was it in the middle sector? Can hit myself for that still, but oh well. The race went really good. Had good pace. I was actually amazed by that, so quite happy with it, and yeah, can't wait for the next season.
Yeah, I mean, what will you take into next season from this season? I mean, is there anything this season that you think I could have done that better, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe sometimes not sometimes. I did bottle a lot of my qualies, like for example Monaco, and I think, well, there are some other tracks, I don't know. But yeah, if I can fix my quality, then I think I can be even stronger next season, because I think my race pace is overall pretty good, usually, so yeah.
Well, unlucky on not quite getting it done, but like I said already, you've been brilliant all season long, and I'm sure you'll come out swinging next season.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh right, it's my... Sorry, I was looking at my phone, I got too much to try and compress into my little mind. So, Crest finishing P2 on penalties. We're wondering if you're going to make those tyres last. I mean, what was it, 30 plus laps on the medium tyre you managed in the end?
Yeah.
And then, like, what, penultimate corner, you get a puncture.
Yeah, just in the middle sector it went.
My heart lit up and I was thinking, is that Glock was about to start coming out of my mouth? But, I mean, obviously you managed to hold it to the line and managed to claim P2, which I think is a fantastic drive. It's the end of the season. Are you happy with how the season's gone as you've come up as a Div 2 champion? I mean...
Yeah, I wasn't very good at the first few races, but then I picked up points at most races after, so I think it's been pretty good.
But we saw your team at Chicken Guy. Was he doing that to try and give you some DRS before that last lap to try and give you some sort of fighting chance in that last lap?
I don't know what he was doing.
So going on to next season, what are your objectives for next season, Jose?
probably try and finish around the same, like 8th overall, maybe 7th. Try and just get a few decent point scores, maybe another podium.
For me, I think it's been a good season to watch from your side. I mean, it's intriguing to see where you would finish the season being a Div 2 champion. I mean, I think you've done yourself proud in how you've handled it. I mean, you're top out of the ones that got promoted, I seem to remember, so you obviously proved you still got the pace that you'd shown in Div 2, so you know, congrats on that.
Cheers.
And hope you can plod on and maybe make it a bit better next season.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right, Bran. What a race from your side, mate.
Yeah, Jesus. I can't believe.
So I think me and Pagani have both agreed that we're going to give you our driver of the day vote. But that last few laps from you was brilliant. I mean, just picking off current champion and like one of the fastest
Tim
guys on the
12
grid in
Zach.
Tim 12. You've got Zach. I mean, it's brilliant to see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I put the supers on at the end. I knew it'd be quick and most probably catch them. Having to serve that 5 seconds stop go obviously didn't help. Bally, can you get a stop go removed if you serve it?
I think we have removed stop goes in the past. It depends what they were for.
Oh yeah, anyway, I'll send that in with stewards, but yeah, I just can't believe I've got a podium. Yeah, I thought when I got damage, which from just before the safety car came out, I thought, you know, that was it really, but managed to join the queue back up, luckily obviously with the safety car, and then just led the race for a bit, and then pitted, and then came back through the pack, up to, well, second at one point until the penalties going.
I mean, would it be fair to say that your second half of this season has been somewhat considerably better than your first half of the season? I mean, as far as seeing improvement and form go, I think you've got to be right up there as, you know, having the best second half of the season of any driver.
Well, yeah, I think I have improved, to be honest. I suppose this is my first race on my new wheel as well, so I think that's helped me. Yes, I just think I've got better. And I think I've last couple of races I've had good runs, good pace even. But it's either an incident or just mistakes for myself, and that have cost me, and I've ended up finishing outside or low down the points. And I think, you know, finally I've been able to keep it on the track, well, for most of the race anyway, and yeah, get a good result for my podium.
So now with one eye onto next season, can you take this sort of end of season form into next season and maybe put yourself up there as a contender?
Well, I wouldn't say championship contender, I'm not that bloody quick compared to some of the people in the air, but yeah,
well,
if I improve...
I mean, not necessarily championship contender if you like, but certainly up there for podiums and maybe a race win.
Yeah, if I get the odd podium, I'll be happy. And if, to be honest, all I want to do is improve. You know, if I improve my position in the championship, that'll make me happy.
Well, like we say, drive of the day, and well done, mate. Good drive.
Thanks.
I'll sort of conclude our podium interviews, but we've also got our championship title winner in Dutch in the party. We've got Aaron in the party, but I'm not sure if he's here yet for seeing how he feels about getting relegated in that unfortunate circumstances in that race. And we also have Raver's Revenge in the party, who his fan club will be happy to see, who managed to avoid relegation through his battling drive today.
Ooh.
Right, guys. But we'll go to Dutch first, and as though he's won the title, I suppose he should go first, shouldn't he?
He's been waiting patiently enough.
So Dutch, how did it feel to be finally confirmed as Season 8 champion?
It feels very good, man. Yeah, so happy that I didn't lose anything, and after quali with Oxford and Paul, I was so happy because I already knew I was champion, and at that I just wanted to go and had a good race, and there were some very good battles with Remco and Team 12 as well, and after the pit stop a little battle with Plexus, but it was a good race, and I have to say a big congrats to Crash and Bren on the podium with a phenomenal strategy they had.
Cheers.
Just from watching, I mean, I said in commentary, you could have just had a cruise at the back and had a parade, you won the title, but no, you put in a proper champions drive and gave us all something to watch, which was a pleasure to see. I mean, there was I think you were in a battle more or less every lap that race. And
yeah,
it was
I
fantastic
just want
to
to have a fun race, so some worthy race at the end of the season with all the people, because it was very close at the end, so it was very nice to see everyone so close, and yeah, it was fun.
How do you see next season going? I mean,
Yeah, I think I have
pretty
to
much
step
dominated
up.
this season.
Not dominated as much as I would like to, but yeah, Plexus was very hard to beat once again, just like last season, and yeah, I have to step up next season if I want it, because it seems like Plexus has the pace over me the last couple of races, so
I
looking
mean,
forward to it.
the form guide for this season, I mean, you've pretty much been in form all season, whereas other people have sort of had peaks and troughs with theirs. I mean, for consistency, you have to be probably one of the best in the league.
Yeah,
I mean, if you've qualified bad, you put it on the podium. It's
yeah, I think that's the strongest point for me, the consistency, and yeah, I think is my strong point, and I have to have that next season as well if I want to make sure to get it 3 in a row.
it'll be an impressive feat if you do, but as you say, I can see a challenge coming next season. I can't see Plex. It's been very happy being second place again.
It will be very tough with him on this pace.
Well, the last thing I want to say is a massive congratulations. You've been a standout driver this season in Div1, so
Yeah,
congrats on the title. I mean, you won both titles this season with the help of Tico.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not as much help as you would have liked towards the end of the season, but you still pulled through to win both titles, so congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't know if Silence was saying anything else to you. You've been watching all season as well.
I think you've pretty much summed it up. He's been brilliant. I don't know if Aaron wanted to have a few words.
Yeah, I will. Right, well, first of all, massive congratulations to you, Dutch. Like I've said, and I've said this time and time again, in my own opinion, the greatest driver we've ever had, and back-to-back champion just proves that point. I think been an incredible season from you. I think, where did you finish tonight?
P6 after penalties.
P6. I mean, that's your lowest finish of the season. Every other race apart from one, I think you've been on the podium.
Yeah, in Hungary I was 4th, and last week I was in the commentary box. So.
Exactly, but I mean, stunning season from you, mate. And like I said, I've gone on record so many times and told you how I feel. But I think you've been absolutely incredible. So back-to-back champion, massively deserved and well done. And thank you for your commitment to us as well, mate.
Thank you for this kind word, man. Feels
Also,
good.
congratulations to Cress on his P2 and obviously to Bran for getting on the podium tonight. But I just think that we should also take the time to sort of honour Plexits a little bit because last season, I mean, he took Dutch close last season, but this season was even closer. And you know, he delivered under pressure when Dutch wasn't racing. I mean, going into last week, Dutch needed Plexits to not get pole basically, and he would have been champion. And he took pole and a win. He took a win tonight, and he missed out on pole by 200ths of a second tonight. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, like I've given Dutch all the plaudits in the world, I think Plexits deserves it as well. So, hopefully, he'll get the respect he deserves. And congratulations to you, mate. And I think you're 100% a future champion, no doubt about it. So well done.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Also, to you, Simon Pagani, thank you for your commentary all season as well, boys. It doesn't go unnoticed. So without you boys doing this, it wouldn't provide all the entertainment. So hopefully the boys in the chat will give you the credit you deserve as well. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
Pleasure as always. I mean,
Thanks for the nice season of commentary.
Yep.
we get to sit here and watch probably the best racing on PlayStation, so it's always a pleasure to us. So, do you want to talk about your unfortunate situation now, Aaron, that you've been relegated to Div 2?
Yeah, I mean, given the fact that I came fourth in Div 1 last season, and then obviously with the break and missing a few races and stuff, it didn't help, but it's not an excuse. At the end of the day, the lads that stayed up deserved it, and to be honest, I'm really pleased Ravers has stayed up, because like I said, he turns up every week, fucking gives it absolutely everything, and finished up with a good result again tonight, and I'm really pleased for him. So unfortunately, I looked at the standings afterwards and my points was actually wrong. I'm actually on 12 as opposed to 11. So I needed 1 point tonight to stay up, and I lost that on penalties. So yeah, little bit gutted. You know, I've got my own thoughts and opinions about the race, but at the end of the day, the damage is done, and yeah, just got to crack on next season. I'll be back up. Don't you worry about that.
You won't win Div 2 easily next season, I can promise you that.
That's no problem, mate. I'm not expecting to win Div 2 at all. I just want to go back up.
Yeah, I think we will see you back up in season 10.
Yeah, well, we'll see, mate. We will see.
Right, is there an elite level noob in the house?
There is indeed.
Yep,
Raver's
that's
Revenge.
me.
There you are. Yep.
Noob reporting for duty.
Crowd favourite.
Right, so first question: has your phone stopped ringing yet?
It's just going mental. Getting messages from former girlfriends saying congratulations and all this. Oh my god, no, I'm not really.
No, what I really want to know is what was you doing on the formation lap?
I don't It's the first time I've ever lost it on a formation lap. I was trying to warm the tyres up and I was looking at the little, you know, the little panel in the corner, like, and I was thinking, they're still blue, man. And then all of a sudden, that's it, car's gone. Oh.
See, do you know what the funny thing was? I think in the chat your brother said, I'm predicting snow, and then there was you sideways on the back straight.
It's the first time I've ever lost it. I was like, what happens now? I didn't know.
No,
To be fair, I also lost it in the formation lap.
Yeah, I saw you lose it like at turn 1. But Simon didn't see that one, but he was on board for Ravers, so that's
I was on
nice
board
for
with
everybody to see on stream.
with Aaron behind Ravers, so yeah, I had a great view of that one. Alright, well, we'll move on from that mishap and let's talk about your race, because it started off and you went backwards off the grid, but you fought back through, the safety car helped you, but you fought through to a P5 finish.
I know. Dizzy heights. Nosebleed. Oh man, I got damage on. I can't remember who it was. I just no concentration, cold tyres. Went into the back of someone.
I think it was your teammate.
No, I don't think it was, because I do remember. I'll look back later on, but
I saw both Ferraris wide at turn 1. That's all I'm going to say.
I think Joe was trying to give as much space as possible. I don't think no, it wasn't Joe. It was someone else. No. And then I was like, oh, okay, there we go. Sort of, that's the end of that. Division 2, here we go. and then, oh, who was it? It was Ox or Chinese Senna. That's his other name, isn't it? He retired, and I thought that's got to be a safety car because he's in the middle of the track and it didn't come out.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Yeah. And I needed it then because that was when I was going to get a new wing. But then, yeah, obviously the proper safety car, that helped big time. If it went for that, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, just want to mention Team Ravers, all the fans. Thanks for supporting me and all that. Coming every week. Even some of the other Division 1 team drivers saying Team Ravers. I don't think it's going to last, but there you go. But yeah, it's Don and Pete. They're going to be in the league next season, and we'll see how they get on.
They're well up for it. Them or
yeah, yeah, man. Got to back the underdog. No, it's all good. It's just a shame the season bloody finished now. What are we going to do next week?
No, we'll find something.
Yeah. But yeah, no, thanks guys for inviting us in, and yeah.
No, well done. Right, well, thanks. I would normally at this point say this wraps up Division 1 for another week, but that's Division 1 for a season. So we've now got a fortnight before Season 9 starts. We'll be racing Australia first off. So
I know.
Before we go there, we've got Division 2 tomorrow night, where we've got the final promotion spot up for grabs.
Don't remind me.
My co-commentator Pagani battling with Matt Cause for the final promotion spot. So join us tomorrow night at 8 PM to see how that one ends up. And then on Wednesday night we've got Performance League, where once again my co-commentator Pagani is doing battle with Remco for the Performance League title. So Abu Dhabi the venue for that one. And then even though the GT Sport League on Thursday, the championships are all wrapped up, there's still a three-way fight for the runner-up spot in that division between my co-commentator Pagani, myself and Aaron, where we're separated by 4 points. So all to play for in that between us three.
This week's going to be long.
Yep, you've got a long week ahead of you, my friend, but we hope you can all join us for each and every one of those races. They're going to be brilliant.